Hey beautiful people, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, my name is Milton and thank you so much for joining. So today's video, I want to talk about how you can immigrate to Denmark using a student visa, and I will split the video into two. I will equally talk about how you can move to the Netherlands using a student visa, and I will give you some updates. Then I will bring you some countries that if you are trying to immigrate abroad, you should consider them. Now, moving further, please, have you liked this video? Please like the video and encourage me by sharing so that somebody somewhere can watch the video and equally benefit from it. For those who know me, you know my voice have changed. Yeah, I have some, but that is not an issue. Okay, we keep moving. Now, if you have been thinking on how you can immigrate to Denmark, then Milton is here to explain the process to you. First of all, I would like you to pay attention to details. Remember, if you do not watch this video to the end, you may not understand well. Now, if you are looking or studying in Denmark, first thing first, you should understand that insurance is very flexible. You can immigrate to Denmark with family, and you can equally get 3 years of postgraduate work permit after you finish your study program in Denmark. This is a standard, so it's almost the same like Canada. Though Canada, you can easily have a PR and stuff, and minimum wage in Denmark is very high. If you take a look at countries in Europe, you are going to see that Denmark is among the top earning countries. Let's not go into that. Let's talk about the crux of this video. If you want to study in Denmark, you should understand that Denmark has two intakes for admissions: the September intake and the January-February intake. Right now, as I speak to you, most schools are closed in Denmark, and admissions will be open around April, May, June upwards, like that. And the last day to submit applications in most universities in Denmark is around September, against January 2025, February 2025. If you want to move to Denmark, put an eye on the universities. Technical University of Denmark, you also have the University of Aarhus, you have the University of Aalborg, you have the University of Roskilde. There are a lot of them, okay? Now, the second thing, when you check these universities, check how much is their tuition and if they pay in semesters. Why did I emphasize on this? Because it's going to play a huge part in your visa application. I'm going to explain to you. When you check all this, you know the programs you need. Remember, for document submission, you will need an application fee of around 105 euros. You will need your certificate. They will equally ask you for some other documentations, your international passport and the rest. But the first thing you should put into consideration when you want to study in Denmark is tuition fee. How much is the tuition fee? What are the processes? What I mean here is, if you gain admissions to any school in Denmark, they will give you some days to pay your first tuition. Most schools in Denmark charge per semesters, while others charge per year. I will always emphasize for you to check those that you are applying to. If they say you are going to be paying per semester, note that after your admissions you have to pay the fees to get the final documents to apply for visa. And in this case, if they are charging you per semester, or if you are paying per semester, it means that when you pay the first deposit, which is usually around 6,800, 6,900, 7,000, 7,500 euros per semester, you do not need proof of funds again. Why did I say so? When you pay this money now, it is your school that is going to start your visa application. They will fill a particular form. Please listen to me keenly. They will fill a particular form, then cache the form, like put a code on it, then give you the code. You use the code to log in into that form, then fill in your own section of the application, then submit it back to the school. It is the school that is doing this. You carry your tuition fee payment receipt and the other documentations they are going to give to you. You now go to the VFS center in Nigeria. Nigerians, you already know. Cameroonians, you have to go to Nigeria because there is no Danish embassy in Cameroon. When you go there and do your biometrics, maximum 15 days, you have gotten your visa to move to Denmark. Remember, the key point here is the money. Now, I know a lot of people are asking me, how much is the proof of funds? How do I go about it? When you pay your first tuition, if they are charging you per semester, immediately you pay that other semester, you might not need proof of funds. But if you check on the embassy website, you are going to find the proof of funds requirement. I hope you understand. So make sure you have the proof of fund requirement before you pay your fees. So please check it. But remember that if your school is charging per semester, you might not be asked to show proof of funds again. I'm not just talking. I will not elaborate more about this. Now, that is for Denmark. Remember, if you are rejected, your money will be reimbursed back to you. But before applying to any school, make sure you check refund policies. It's so important. This is for Denmark. Are there jobs? Yes, there are jobs for you as an international student. So don't worry yourself. I cannot talk too much today because I have a little complication. Now let's go to the other school. We are now talking about the Netherlands. This is another powerful country with a very high minimum wage. So if you are looking at the Netherlands, understand that schools like Maastricht University, University of Twente, University of Amsterdam. There are a lot of other social science schools or applied science universities. If you are looking at Denmark, know that there are two types of schools, the WO schools and the HBO school. Now, if you are going for masters and PhD, it is the HBO schools that you are going to apply to. And do not forget that for you to apply for schools in the Netherlands, you need to go to the website www.studyin. In is capital NL.org. Okay, you need to check that website. That's where all programs in the Netherlands are. Now, on that website, you need to understand that the different universities and different programs have different tuition fee. So please consider the one you are looking at and look at your budget. And do not forget this. It is very, very important. When admitted to a school in the Netherlands, you would be asked to deposit around 15,000 euros to 20,000 euros, depending on the school. Now, this money is a guarantee. When you deposit that money, that is the only time you can get free access to apply for visa. When you deposit the money, they are going to tell you how much they will take from it, and of course, you already know. Then the rest will be there. When you enter into the Netherlands, they will now give you the balance. But please, you have to put all this into consideration, and remember there are scholarships in the Netherlands. So remember that when it comes to the application, it is your school that is going to be responsible for your visa application. Your school will apply after they give you the admission. They will deposit then you deposit the money in their account. Like I said, tuition fee range from 7,000 to like 12,000 or even more. When they give you admission, they will now ask you to pay the deposit. After you pay the deposit, it is your school that is going to apply for your visa, because now you gave them money. So they are now your sponsor. When they apply for your visa, then if the government of the Netherlands approve your visa application, which definitely they would, because it's hard to see cases like that. Once they accept, they are going to send you a letter, maybe through your school or you alone. You will now take that letter and go to the embassy with your passport. Now, where is the embassy? They have one in Cotonou. Now, for those in Cameroon or those all over the world, Kenya, Nairobi, you have to check if you have the Danish embassy in your home country. Otherwise, you have to go to neighboring countries and you must cover your costs. Now, remember, the only thing you need to be certified might be a birth certificate. So please put that into consideration. Then after some time, you get a skill jobs. You can then file in for permanent residency. So this is basically what you need. And of course, please do not forget that most schools in Denmark and the Netherlands, they charge very high tuition. So if you do not have the money, stay clear of these two countries. Now, other countries you could consider, others that you could consider if you want to move abroad are: one, I took this because of their minimum wage, of the economy, and how powerful their currency is. So if you are also looking at migrating, look at Luxembourg. I spoke about the Netherlands. Look at New Zealand. Look at Australia. Look at Germany. Look at the United Kingdom. Look at Belgium. Look at Ireland. Look at Canada. Look at France, USA, and Denmark. These are the countries that some countries you can immigrate with family. So please put all of this into consideration. It's so important. Okay, to help you. I want you to watch till the end. If you think that it can help you, share with somebody so that they can benefit from this. This is episode 1 of how you can create a YouTube channel, monetize it, and make your own money. If you are anywhere around Africa, you can do this. Don't worry about anything. Okay, I'm going to give you everything you need in episodes. So this is episode 1, and I'm going to be coming with episode 2 till we reach episode 1000. If there is something that I know will help you, just make sure you follow the videos while I also drop study abroad content. Now this is strictly for YouTube, how you can monetize your own channel and make money from it. I would also like to inform you that if you think that the knowledge I'm giving you is not enough, cannot help you to pull through, you can register for my masterclass. The masterclass is 15,000 francs CFA. Okay, if you do not understand, you can register. Ask me for payment details. I'm going to give you. Then with the masterclass, I will take you on 5 classes. Okay, every Monday. I hope this is enough. Now let's go to the details of the video. How you can create and monetize a YouTube channel anywhere around the world. If you're a Cameroonian, Nigerian, anywhere you can monetize, okay? First thing first, everybody has a phone. A phone. If you do not have a phone, my voice is not the best, but we move. If you do not have a phone as of now, get a good phone. Get a good phone, all right? Like a phone that has space in, a lot of space. If your money is not enough, get a new phone. Even if you have a phone now and you think it's not a good phone, the camera front or back is not good, get a good phone that has spacing inside. Get a good phone that has at least maybe 150 gigabytes space or more, all right? Then that is all you need. You don't need a ring light for now. You don't need a professional camera for now. If I must tell you, I have never used a professional camera in my life. You do not need anything like a microphone. These are my microphones, okay? You do not need them. This is my microphone. This one is a microphone. This is the adapter, okay? This is another microphone, but you do not need all of this now, all right? You do not need them. You are just a beginner. I bought these things when I was around 20,000 subscribers. You do not need them. So that's the first thing you need. Then when you get the phone, we are going to come back now to the details. The first thing you need is a phone and spacing. Get a good phone, okay? Then watch out for episode 2.